Bradish. Long before he stood on a major league mound wearing Baltimore orange, Kyle Edward Bradish was simply a tall, talented kid growing up under the Arizona sun, discovering the rhythm of pitching one throw at a time. Born on September 12, 1996, he spent his early years in Goodyear, a place where baseball fields are plentiful and competition pushes young athletes to sharpen their skills fast. At Millennium High School, Bradish began carving out a reputation as a fierce competitor. His senior season in 2015 offered a glimpse of what was ahead. He swung the bat well enough to finish with a .308 average, but it was on the mound where he truly stood out. Over 43 1/3 innings, he struck out 78 hitters, showing the ability to command games with a mix of poise and power. Yet, despite those strong numbers, professional scouts passed on him in the 2015 MLB draft. Instead of viewing that as a setback, he took it as a sign that he needed to refine himself further. He chose New Mexico State University as the place where he would do exactly that. As a freshman in 2016, he immediately became one of the Aggies' most reliable arms. Appearing in 17 games, 15 of them as a starter, he recorded an 8-3 mark while collecting 82 strikeouts in 86 2/3 innings, the most on the team. Though his ERA hovered at 4.67, he showed flashes of a pitcher developing the tools needed for a future professional career. His sophomore year in 2017 marked a step forward. With greater confidence and improved command, he went 8-2 with a far stronger 3.20 ERA across 15 games. His performances earned him a place on the Western Athletic Conference first team, confirming that he was emerging as one of the conference's elite pitchers. That summer, he tested himself against top collegiate talent in the Cape Cod Baseball League, joining the Falmouth Commodores. Not only did he hold his own, but he impressed enough to be named an All-Star, an achievement that significantly boosted his draft stock. By his junior year in 2018, Bradish was one of the best pitchers in the WAC. He delivered a 9-3 season with a sharp 2.67 ERA over 17 starts, again earning all WAC recognition. With his college resume filled with steady improvement, strikeouts, and durability, he finally drew the attention of Major League Baseball scouts. The Los Angeles Angels selected him in the 4th round of the 2018 MLB draft, giving him his long-awaited path into professional baseball. He signed quickly and began his journey in 2019 with the Inland Empire 66ers, the Angels' High-A affiliate in the California League. His first full season in pro ball showed both promise and potential, as he finished with a 6-7 record, a 4.28 ERA, and 24 appearances, 18 of them starts. His performance earned him All-Star honors and solidified his reputation as one of the more intriguing arms in the Angels system. But his long-term future would not unfold in Anaheim. On December 4, 2019, the Angels traded Bradish along with Zach Peek, Isaac Matson, and Kyle Bradish to the Baltimore Orioles in exchange for MLB pitcher Dylan Bundy. The move positioned Bradish in a rebuilding organization eager to cultivate young pitching talent. His first year with Baltimore was wiped away by circumstances well beyond his control. The 2020 minor league season was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, forcing him, like thousands of other players, to lose a full year of competitive innings. He used the time to strengthen his mechanics and conditioning, preparing for the opportunity that would come once baseball resumed. When the 2021 season arrived, the Orioles assigned him to the AA Bowie Bay Sox. Bradish dominated immediately, throwing 13 2/3 scoreless innings across his first 3 starts. That performance fast-tracked his promotion to AAA Norfolk, where he spent most of the season. Over 21 games with the Tides, 19 of them starts, he struck out 105 batters in 86 2/3 innings and posted a 4.26 ERA, showcasing strikeout stuff and a growing confidence in his arsenal of pitches. Recognizing his progress and wanting to shield him from the Rule 5 draft, the Orioles added Bradish to their 40-man roster on November 19, 2021. In 2022, he began the year back with Norfolk, but his time there would not last long. On April 29, the Orioles called him up to make his major league debut against the Boston Red Sox. Under the bright lights of Camden Yards, he handled the moment calmly, allowing just 2 earned runs while pitching 6 innings. 10 days later, he picked up his first MLB victory against the St. Louis Cardinals, stringing together 11 consecutive retired hitters during that outing. His breakout moment of the season, and one of the brightest early highlights of his career, came on September 22, 2022, when he nearly went the distance against the powerful Houston Astros. Over 8 2/3 innings, Bradish stifled their lineup, giving up only 2 hits and striking out 10 in an impressive 2-0 Orioles victory. His 2022 season ended with a 4-7 record and a 4.90 ERA, though his post-All-Star break ERA of 3.28 indicated he was building momentum. That steady rise continued into 2023, a season that would see him emerge as the undeniable ace of the Orioles rotation. After taking a line drive off his foot in his first outing, he spent a short stint on the injured list, but quickly returned to form. He soon delivered strong, consistent performances, finishing the season with a 12-7 record, 168 strikeouts, a 2.83 ERA, fourth best in Major League Baseball, and a stellar 1.04 WHIP, one of the top marks in the league. By season's end, he had earned the honor of starting Game 1 of Baltimore's playoff series against the Texas Rangers. Though the Orioles' postseason run was brief, Bradish's ascent to staff leader was clear. The next year, however, brought unforeseen challenges. On February 15, 2024, Orioles general manager Mike Elias announced that Bradish had suffered a sprain of the ulnar collateral ligament in his right elbow, one of the injuries pitchers fear most. He began the season on the injured list and worked gradually back to form, returning to the mound on May 2nd. Over 8 starts, he looked strong, delivering a 2.75 ERA with 53 strikeouts in 39 1/3 innings. But the discomfort did not subside. By June 19th, Bradish underwent Tommy John surgery, bringing his season to an abrupt end and initiating a long, grueling rehabilitation. His comeback took more than a year. The Orioles spent most of 2025 carefully rebuilding his arm strength and monitoring every stage of his recovery. Finally, on August 26, 2025, Bradish returned to the big league mound, a milestone moment after months of relentless work. Though his early outings showed some understandable rust, he found his rhythm again by mid-September. On September 15th, in Chicago, he earned his first victory in 15 months, pitching effectively in a 4-1 win over the White Sox. It was a symbolic triumph, proof that the pitcher he had worked so hard to become had not disappeared. By 2025, Kyle Bradish had experienced nearly every kind of season a modern pitcher can face: promising development, breakout success, painful injury, and determined recovery. His net worth, shaped by his MLB contracts, endorsement income, and career earnings, is realistically estimated at approximately $6 million. Bradish's story is still being written, but the chapters already completed reveal a pitcher defined not just by ability, but by persistence, someone who turns setbacks into fuel and uses every opportunity to elevate his craft. As he continues working to reclaim his dominance on the mound, he does so with the confidence of a pitcher who has already proven he belongs among baseball's most resilient competitors. And with that, thanks for watching. Give us a like, share with friends, and please subscribe.